It's now 10 to 6 in the morning. I've been up for a little while. Slept pretty well. It's pretty dry out there, but got pretty cold. We wanted to have an early start, so just getting on the way with some coffee, and then we'll all have breakfast together and move on to Mount Speculation after that. I'll also mention that Vallejno Gantner Hut is a hut that's been built recently. It's a modern and comfortable, not an old hut by any stretch. It's a good place to come and stay if you're coming from Mt Howitt car park, which is 4 kilometres away. We found a spot down the hill from there, a nice quiet spot. We met some people last night who were staying in the hut, who were self-proclaimed rowdy. They didn't bother us too much, we didn't hear them. So yeah, it's a good campsite where you can find some space for yourself.
So it's late November, a week away from summertime in Australia. And we have some snow still, some ice in the back of the mountain. Where we've come from. And there. And that's where we're going. Straight up there. Not a bad place to camp. Wake up with a view. There's views all around. As you can see, 360-degree views. Some bushfires burning over there in the distance. I think they're about 25 kilometres away. We're not worried about it, it's blowing in a different direction. And yeah, should be right. Judging by the smoke coming from those bushfires, they've all really picked up today. It's a bit of a breezy day, so that might explain it. We made it to Speculation and we stopped there for a rest to get some water and to have lunch. We were going to stay the night there, was the original plan, but having not done this trail before, it's actually a lot more elevation gain and loss than what we anticipated. The trail's more rugged than we anticipated, and we've got quite a few kilometres ahead of us tomorrow if we're going to make it back to our car at a reasonable time. So we've decided to leave Speculation and hike back to the top of Mount Buggery, where there's a clearing, a small campsite up the top there. We'll make camp there for the night. That way we'll reduce our total kilometres tomorrow by 3 and make it an easy day tomorrow. We're at the top of Mount Buggery where we've set up camp, a couple of hours rest, and then we came down to this vantage point. We walked straight past this on the way to Speculation, and right about now we're pretty happy that we decided to come back here and camp here, because this is just magnificent. It's Sunday morning, day 3. We've just packed up camp and really looking forward to the last leg of the hike, which is along the river, the Upper Howqua River, and yeah, it's going to be nice and refreshing. Also looking forward to the views from the Crosscut Saw in reverse, because that was just fantastic and worth doing twice over. We're somewhere in the middle of the Crosscut Saw, halfway between Speculation and Mt Howitt, and you can see quite a sheer drop off on one side and a steady drop off on the other. I'm standing somewhere in the middle of the Crosscut Saw atop the second highest peak. I'll just show you some of the mountains peaks you can see around here in the Alpine region. There we have Mt Howitt, and we came over that side, and then the summit's over there. We then walked along that ridge and over the top of that to Vallejno Gantner Hut. If we pan over this way, we've got the Razorback and the Viking Saddle, also part of this alpine loop. Over the back of the Razorback there, that little peak sticking out of the clouds, that's Mount Feathertop. I think, I could be wrong, but the general direction leads me to believe that this one's Mount Bogong. That one there, I might just see if I can zoom in a bit. That's Victoria's highest peak. If we pan across, we've got Mount Buffalo, and then we've got Mount Speculation, where we ended up. And this one here, that's Mount Buggery, aptly named, because it's an absolute bugger to get up and down. And then where we were camped, so if that's the summit, we were camped in a little clearing just off the side there, where we had those those amazing views of the sunset. And then if we pan further across this way, that one there, with the ski resort on top, is Mount Buller. And we drove over that to get to the Upper Howqua Campground. So, and then back over this way to Mt Howitt again.
Nine kilometres.
Yeah, because it's like...
Shit, and you may not have been lying, but I still don't believe it. I think the signs are wrong, actually.